Hi guys, ArchieLuxury. Go to f2bbs.com. www.f2bbs.com. The last bastion of free speech on the interweb. That's right, guys. I want you to go to www.f2bbs.com. That's right. I want you to go there. You can, this is a great site to fight against all sorts of nastiness by posting on f2bbs.com, the last bastion of free speech on the interweb. Go there, guys. Hey guys, it's your pontiff, Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3. Guys, today I'm doing a paid review for Stephen. This is paid review 20SE100. Before we start this paid review, let's do a quick wristwatch check. Here we go. It's a Rolex Submariner. This is from Stephen. He says, Arch, good morning. Keep me anonymous. Well, how many Stevens? Stevens and exactly. Okay. Archie, look, good morning. Keep me anonymous. Looking into purchasing my first watch to start my budget collection. The most I will ever spend on a single watch right now is probably $8,000. That's just to give you an idea of my budget. I'm 36 and I live in Miami, and I'm a bit more into modern than vintage. Plus, I'm new to the watch gang and don't know much and don't plan on being too much into it really, understanding movements in history. Just want to have a couple of nice watches to wear and maybe pass down to my kids. I'm sending you this list of used items and picks that are available in my area, willing to buy one or two. Now, the watches he's mentioned here: Rolex 2020 Datejust. It's a reference 126200, 7,000 US. The other option was an Oyster Perpetual 116,000, 36mm whiteface, 5,900 US. Another option was Explorer 2 Blackface, 6,500. There was another option, was a sub, no date, 2007, 8,000 bucks. He was also looking at Breitling Crosswinds, 1,800, or a Navi Timer automatic 41mm, 3,550. A Colt Blackface, 1,700. Super Ocean 42mm, 1,800. Super Ocean Heritage, 2,500. He's been looking at Tudor, the Glamour all day, 36mm, 2.5. Black Bays are going for about 35, and an Omega Speedmaster date, 2,500. That's the reduced, the automatic one, the dog of the range. So now I had a bit of a talk to Steve, and I rang him. Because it's always a good idea. You know, someone wants to know, I just had a talk to him, what would I do? He wants to be one and done. One and done, wristwatch. What would I recommend? And I said, man, you're going about this the wrong way. See, he's coming in for a deal, he's hustling. It's like going to a car yard, you know? And he hasn't been totally honest with me. He's going into a car dealer. He doesn't want to get screwed, so he thinks, hey, man, I'll downplay it a bit. And I got to be totally honest with you. My advice to him, you know what my advice was? What do you think I said to him? What do you think I said to him? What do you think I said to him? I'm the goddamn pontiff. Do you know why I earn the big bucks? Do you know why everybody comes to me for advice? Because I know what the market will do. 1 month, 18 months, 5 years from now. So, let me tell you, my advice to him was, buy modern Rolex. I said to him, man, 8,000 bucks, man. I said to him, you know what I would do? Seriously, no bullshit, okay? I said, for starters, quit looking on Fleabay, quit looking on Chrono24, looking on Craigslist. Number one, you want to buy from a good dealer. Forget cheap and getting a bargain. You are going to get screwed. You know nothing compared to the dealers that are out there. Don't waste your time. trying to get the bargains. Because, man, that's the wrong way. You got to be honest with me. Tell me what you want to spend. Because I said to him, man, you know what I'd do? You got that sort of money to spend. It turns out he had more. Ridiculous. I said, man, I'll tell you what I'd buy. I'd buy a damn Milgauss. A Milgauss. That's right. You can buy a pre-GV. It's a black dial. Look at David SW. You want a dealer you can trust? 8,000, just under $8,000. They got a 116400 Milgauss with black dial. That's the non-GV. If you want a GV black dial, it's about 10, and a blue one smidgen more. I said 8 to 10,000 bucks. Go to David SW. David SW. That's what I'd do. Don't try and okay. So Milgauss. So get a Milgauss. I said you buy Breitling. Breitling's for people who can't afford Rolex. Tudor. I said to him, let me tell you what I said to him. I'm going to nip this in the bud very quickly. I said to him, on the Breitling, the crosswings is ugly. The Navitimer, that's with a Valjoux 7750. Ugly movement. Ugly. Colt, garbage. Super Ocean, kids' toy. Super Ocean Heritage, maybe. If you're a bit short on money, I would go Super Ocean Heritage. Tudor, the Glamour, ugly. Black Bay, they're okay. If you're a bit short on money, that's not a bad watch to consider. I said the Omega Speedmaster Date 2.5. Man, that's a bloody automatic. That's the small size dog. Don't go there. I said on the Rolex, the Datejust, man, I think that's an okay watch, but you want to steal sports. You want to get steel sports. Datejust is, I can tell by the way you're spelling and your grammar, man, you want a sports watch. Because if you were conservative, you wouldn't have made so many spelling and grammar mistakes in the damn email to me, would you? Hey, I know this shit. I'm the pontiff. That's why I earn the big bucks. I said Oyster Perpetual 36 girl size. Forget that. I said Explorer 2. Yeah, that's old. 40 mil. You want the new one. Okay, don't get the old one. That's for a collector. You're not a collector. You're going a bit smart with me. Submariner, too old. You don't want that. I said to him, get the new model because it's got the new clasp. New clasp. That's what you want. The new clasp. I said, I reckon a Milgauss is ideal. I also said to him, maybe an Explorer 2 you should consider. Get the black. It's cheaper. How much for a black Explorer 2? Let me tell you this. Just under 10. Under 10 for a Explorer 2. That's right. David SW has just got a Polar under 10 as well. It's a little bit more than the black, but it doesn't matter. Explorer 2 new model. You want the 42 new model. Don't be cheap. Don't be cheap. See, so many people, they come into this hobby, they think they got to go in there, they got to keep their game, you know. It's like going in for a suit and you walk out spending $5,000. Slow down. I'm trying to give you advice. Be honest with me and it'll save you money. I know what people want. Totally honest with you, you need to get a new, if you can afford it, get a modern version Rolex Steel Sports. What's the point of Steel Sports? Well, Steel Sports, man, it's the hottest shit out there. That's the reason. Let me tell you, I recently, I wanted a Rolex myself. I got dress watches. I wanted a watch to wear every day. So I got the Rolex Submariner Date. Now, this is expensive. These are not cheap. Currently on David SW. And David SW, he's an honest dealer. He's a good guy. He'll look after you. He won't rip you off. Okay, he's a good guy. I love my David SW. I love David SW. He's got the Submariner Date, the new model, 14,375. I said now this is expensive. I said you don't have. Okay, I'm just giving you an example. It's got the new technology in it. It's got the new bracelet. Look at the shears on this. So if you get the Milgauss, you're going to get the newer bracelets, okay? You are also going to get the new technology. I would get a newish model Rolex Steel Sports. Now, I can tell who you are, right? I can see by the mistakes you make. You're a hard-working guy. Look at the blue loom, man, blue loom. I got to be totally honest with you. Get a modern Steel Sports. 10,000, one and done. One and done, baby. If you're going to nickel and dime, get one for 6 and think you're getting a deal, you're not going to be happy with it. You're going to sell it and get another one and this and that, and you could get ripped off because you're too tight to go to a good dealer. It's like when you want to buy a Mercedes-Benz for the first time, okay? You want to buy a Mercedes. Well, you don't just go to Car Yard Joe. No, you think to yourself, hang on a minute, there's a lot of cogs and plastic bits on this thing. I want a Mercedes-Benz with a bit of dealer warranty. And if you get the star warranty, it's probably a bit better. So you go to a dealer who's reputable and who's honest. Hopefully, you're not going to do your shirt. That's what I do, man. I would go and get a Mercedes-Benz from, you don't want to go to Joe's car lot, because it's going to have, Joe's, you understand, man. Stop looking at Craigslist. Stop looking on eBay. Get in touch with a dealer like David SW and get a watch that is good. You can keep it. You'll be happy. You might want to get a second one, but I'm just telling you, man, this is the game. This is how you play it. You don't go cheap. It's like going into a fancy-wancy suit store. Don't just go cheap. You want to get something nice that you're going to use. Spend a bit more. Spend the 10 grand, okay? Spend it. I reckon the Explorer 2 is great buying. It's a bargain. Get it, man. Winner, chicken dinner. Winner, chicken dinner. That's what I would do. Get it, and you're done. One and done. So that's my advice. He came in, his game was all bad game. Man, I'm not trying to rip you off. I don't get a commission. Okay, David SW, he gives me a small donation. Look, he's just an honest, good dealer. Okay? I'm just telling you, go to a good, honest dealer, get a piece, and that's it. Don't carry on. Oh, I want to spend the man. I did a phone call with him, and he turns out he could spend easily over 10. Well, why didn't you tell me that? See, you wasted my time by being cheap. I don't get a commission. I get nothing. You sent me the money. That's all I earned. So, I gave him the advice, man. Get Rolex Steel Sports. Rolex Steel Sports. Rolex Steel Sports. That's what you get. Rolex Steel Sports. I told him this, man. This is what you do. Rolex Steel Sports. That's what you do, man. I'm telling you, I'm the pontiff. This is what I do. I do this shit for a living. I know what I'm doing, man. This is the way it goes. Okay? This is exactly what I do. One and done. This is it, man. This is it. That's what I do. I'm the pontiff. I give you the best advice I can. I tell you what I'm thinking. This is what I do. It's what I am paid the big bucks for. You take my advice, you run with it. Okay, guys, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Don't be afraid to put some nasty comments below. Especially when this guy come in like a dick. His game was crap. Guys, I can't survive on Google Ads. I can't survive without your support. Paid reviews keep me on the air. Paid reviews let me concentrate on giving advice to the punters. Come on, guys, get a paid review done now. I'll tell you what I think. I will tell you what I think. I'll give you the advice that you would love to see. So guys, come on the show. Tell me what you think. I'm your pontiff, and I will see you in the next one. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury. And who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. The Rolex Submariner date. Probably the most versatile, the most famous, the most wanted watch of 2020. The Rolex Submariner. Absolutely stunning. I've gone for the steel model. I wanted something that could be worn every day. The businessman's delight. Look at the side profile. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. I've got to tell you, I am in love with this Submariner. Black on black. Does it get any better? Black on black. The Rolex Submariner. This is what this is just such a beautiful look at the, I gotta tell you, the maxi, that just the whole thing, this whole thing is everything the ceramic sub should have been from day one. Absolutely winner chicken dinner. Absolutely. And it's got the new clasp with the glide lock for easy adjustments. Absolutely winner chicken dinner.
Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.